right. I don't really know how to intro this. I don't want to say welcome back or something. It's just, it's been a long time since I made a video. It looks like my last upload was 120 days ago. That's practically half a year ago. I don't mean to slack that much on this channel, but jeez. I've had a lot of stuff going on recently, and I guess, worrying about making videos for this channel kind of fell way behind on the back burner. I mean, technically, I don't even really want to be doing this right now, but I was like, oh my god, 120 days, I gotta get something out there to freshen things up. Anyways, one thing I did want to do, which apparently 6 months ago was an option but isn't now, was I wanted to do part 2 of the Takedown with Chris Hansen video that I started with, whatever his name was, Glory Hole Jerry. But it looks like all those takedown videos have now been put behind a paywall. When I went to go watch the video, it says, oh, you can gain access to this and other similar content by joining this channel, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there was 23 takedown videos, which I thought would be awesome for a lot of newer content. You know, because TCAPs run out. Everyone knows all the TCAP people. The newer stuff would be funner, but I can't do it. I mean, I guess I technically could. I'd have to pay, but I ain't trying to pay for stuff that was free. Come on. So yeah, that was very disappointing, though. So that sucks. All of it's blocked. I can't make any of the new videos. I mean, I guess I could. It would just be difficult. I'd have to find it. There's other YouTubers who did catch this stuff. So I'd have to go through and like chop up theirs, I guess, to make a full episode. Like take their commentary out just so I have the footage. Ugh, it's a lot of work, though. So anyways, what I figure I'll do is just go back to the typical old TCAP. So today we're going to be looking at Klein, whatever the heck his name is. What's it say up here? James Klein, yeah, that's right. He's funny because he's the pepper steak. Well, that's on the call. Yeah, I went to the Chinese restaurant. They fixed it a little bit different way than I usually get. And every single time I go to a Chinese restaurant, I always think of him with his stupid pepper steak. I even get the pepper steak now, like at buffets, just because of this idiot. It makes me think of it, and I was like, why does he like it? And I try it, and I'm like, it's all right. It's not great, but it's all right. So this video here itself is pretty short because, as you may know, what the heck's his name? Jeez, Klein. I always just remember Klein. James Klein. Jim Klein. He doesn't really say too much. He gets in there all horny and ready to fuck some little kid, and then Chris comes out, and then what are you talking about? What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? So there's not much here, but anyways, let's just get into it. First off, look at that sexy, what is that, Ford Explorer? He's got a short one, though. Kind of, that view on the right there kind of looks like it's like a police SUV. Whoops. Oh my god, what just happened? Oh. Play. Oops, I had the volume way off.
Dell's going to go out and try and get him. He's looking for a black female, so we're trying to pull this off.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was into a black girl. I forgot about that. Is he Southern? I don't remember. Where's this sting at? This was, yeah, this is the same sting as Cody. Cody Green, the same house as Cody. Where was that? That's, is that Greenville? I don't know. I'm trying to remember, though. Man, what's all this mess they got in the yard, too? Jeez. James just casually walking around with totes of trash right there. He doesn't even think anything of it.
43-year-old James Klein, a married man with 3 children. He's here to meet a...
Hold on. How old did they say he was? Let's see. I'll just rewind this a tiny bit. Wow, I said a tiny bit, and it does a lot of bit. We'll just go here. How old?
Pull this off.
Meet 43-year-old James Klein.
Oh, 43. Okay, I thought it said 33. I was like, God damn, he looks terrible for 33. 43, I mean, I guess relatively speaking, he kind of looks kind of crappy for 43 as well, but it's more fitting. You know, I always think about how clothes can make a difference on stuff. Your style can make a huge difference. It's funny, because I always think of this with myself. Like, sometimes when I'm hanging around my apartment, I'm just dressed like an absolute bum. I'm wearing like a shirt that barely fits, and sweatpants and no socks, and I'm just slumming it, but I'm home, so it's like, whatever, who cares? I'm just comfortable. But then it's like, if I go out, I might dress up a little bit, get some jeans on and some decent socks, put on some nicer shoes, put some jewelry on and a nice shirt, and it's like, I just feel like I look completely different. I'm the same guy fundamentally, but the clothes make me look completely different. And I'm just saying that now because here comes James to fuck a kid. I don't remember how old he was trying to go after, but he comes looking just like this, like extreme dad vibes. He's got the white New Balances, raging dad jeans, like a belt that, I don't know, it looks kind of stupid. Tucked in polo shirt that seems a little bit too big. Those sleeves are going past the elbow, so that's a little bit excessive. And yeah, it's just a goofy look. It's like, man, bro, you're 43. You're not that old. Freshen up a little bit. Put a little effort in. You know, where you don't got some like nicer shoes at least, and I don't know. It just makes a huge difference, though.
A married man with 3 children. He's here to meet a girl who told him she was 15. Online, he calls himself Hold You Closer 2003. He asks the girl if she's ever experienced...
See, it's almost misleading, too. Like, at least here he's got, like, a black pullover. I don't know what you'd call it, but it seems semi, like, business casual. Like, it's something I'd wear to my job on, like, a Friday. And then he shows up looking like a stereotypical dad style. I keep wanting to say dad vibe. It's not, dad bod. It's not dad bod. It's just dad style, you know? Like, no effort.
Oral sex. The decoy tells him no, and he says, I can tell you one thing, my tongue would be all over you, your mouth, your nipples, down between your legs, too.
Listening to those is always funny. It's not funny when you think about the context of what he's actually doing. He thinks he's telling that stuff to a kid, which is not funny. But when you just hear, like, Chris reading it, it's just funny sounding. Like, Chris is just casually reading, like, a softcore erotic novel. I only call it softcore because these are just retarded dumbasses here trying to talk to a kid. It's not like it's, you know, an actual novelist. But I think it's also funnier with Chris. It's better when they have, like, a voice actor come and do their crappy impressions of the kid and the pedo. Here it's just Chris just straight up doing his commentary and throwing in the reading.
Now, Hold You Closer 2003 is walking in our house.
I gotta throw my laundry in?
Why did he call him his dumb screen name instead of his real name? Jim is a lot faster to say than Hold You Closer 2003. By the way, who's this guy? This guy's always here, like, hanging out with the decoy in the back room. Is he head of security or something? I always see him, and I just... Who is he? He's like, accidentally famous in the world of TCAP. Well, not really in the world of TCAP. Not like a lot of TCAPers talk about him. But I'm just saying, like, you see him enough. Even though you don't know his name, you don't know anything about him, but you always see him. Hey, it's that guy again. You're just kind of always standing in the back room.
But I made you tea.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
How you doing? Pretty good. Good. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Did you find the place?
Chris bulging out of the room is always funny, too. This guy's just casually talking to some kid. Hey, I made you some tea. Get comfortable. And boom, this big guy comes out. Chris is like 5 inches taller than him. He's just like, what the hell? Who was that kid I was talking? Who are you? Come on, rewind just a little bit. It was just funny. Let's see that again.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Why don't you have a seat right over there?
Oil.
Find
He's
the place
a whole
okay?
head over him. What the hell? I thought I was just talking to some kid. I thought I was just talking to some kid to get me some of that tea.
Huh?
Did you find the place okay?
No, I didn't.
It took you a while.
Huh?
Did you get lost?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why?
This interview is so stupid, but at the same time, it's funny. Like, imagine if these answers were serious. Like, I think he's giving dumb answers right now just because he's super confused and, like, all of a sudden nervous, too. Like, what? I was here to see a kid, and now there's some guy here. And so he's trying to think on his feet while still processing everything, so he's giving dumb answers. But imagine these were serious answers. That's what makes it funnier. Did you find the place okay? No, I didn't. Oh, so you were just lost, like crazily lost, and it took you forever to get here. You had to stop, ask for a lot of directions. And then, like, whatever else he says, what are you talking about?
Why are you here tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
He may be able to run away from us, but
What is up with that pocket? I thought before that was his belt. Hold
I don't know
on.
what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Right there. That pocket. Why is this guy's pocket half hanging out, too? I thought that was part of his belt before, like one of those weird belts that have the metal decoration at the tip. That's just his pocket hanging out. There we go. That's what I'm talking about with the look. Like, your look is just weird, goofy, weird, typical dad style to begin with, and then you get your pocket hanging out. Come on, bro. At least put your pocket in, and at least know what you're talking about, and not get severely lost on your way there.
He may be able to run away from us, but because Georgia authorities believe his chat log showed intent to have sex with a minor, he's arrested.
On the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Hey, how you doing? Just
Oh, hey, it's one of the calls. Cool, we can add this in. Anyways, I always think, though, the whole psychological system, or not system, whole psychological situation that these guys must go through. You know, they pull up, ready to fuck a kid. Maybe they're a little bit on edge to begin with just because, you know, it is a kid. And they're like, I hope nobody's going to see me. No neighbors or anything. Then they go in. They hear the decoy and they think, okay, everything's good. You know, they start to calm down a little bit. Then, boom, Chris comes out of nowhere. And it's like, whoa, what the hell? Why is there a guy here? Like the Mad TV skit. Were you in on this too? Oh, you're first? Okay. And then they go outside like this. He thinks he's escaping. Oh, shit, this guy. Well, before anything happens and he traps me in here or whatever, I'm out of here. Thinks he's making it in the clear. Boom, 3 cops. And then it's like, what? Were these cops here the whole time? Like, just constantly throwing these guys for a loop. Anyways, the call. Maybe this is the pepper steak one.
getting back from lunch.
Or not. That was some kind of weird, stupid edit. They made him laugh weirdly there. That's not what he actually does. I mean, he does giggle a little, but not like that. What is this? Sting House interview by Chris. Police interview by Matt Damon. I don't know if that's some kind of joke at the end of this, or if they just think the guy looks like Matt Damon. But we'll just see what's happening after this, because this was only halfway through the video, basically.
He opened the door and said, come on in.
Another man who probably wishes it never happened was someone who also ran from
I have
us.
some more questions for you, sir.
What was all that? There was just a small interview right there where he said, I wish this all didn't happen or something. Then he ran out. The last clip we had, we didn't have that. He said, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. And then ran away. Why did they cut out an actual interview? So what, did James actually say better stuff than that? And they just edited it to make him look like a total dumbass? I gotta see if there's a raw one. Maybe the raw would be a little bit better. There's more insight. Like, all I ever knew was he gave the dumbest interview. I don't know what you're talking about. What? But he said some stuff right there. What the hell? NBC?
But did talk to police.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Remember 43-year-old Jim Klein? Online, he made plans to lick a 15-year-old all over. He admits to investigators he's been married for 20 years and has 3 children, ages 11, 13, and 15.
How would you feel if this was your 15-year-old or your 11-year-old or your...
I get it, the Matt Damon. You see it right away. Matt Damon. Man, that's gotta be fucked up too, though. Like, you make fun of these assholes for trying to do dumb shit, and then Chris busts them, and it's funny, but it's like, there's that too. Like, this is a real life situation. This doofus is actually somebody's dad. You know, with plural, 3 kids. And it's like, now their dad's going to jail because he was an idiot and wanted to go meet up a kid. I mean, what did they say? 11, 13, and 15? Like, my daughter's 11. So it's like, jeez. Like, that's at an age where that kid understands things. You know what I mean? It's not like they're young and you can kind of just try to brush it over time. Where no, like, they're gonna know, Dad, what the hell were you doing? Fucking weirdo. Also, doesn't this now make stuff complicated for him with his own kids? Because now that he's caught trying to be a pedo with some other kid, now with his own kids, it makes things difficult, right? Like, I mean, I would imagine his wife won't stay with him. I don't really know what happens with his future, but say she does stay with him, then I guess she would always have to be around him with the kids or something, like supervised. Like, I don't know, isn't there some kind of situation that's going to happen now? Because now they'd be like, oh, we can't trust you around your kids. Which is kind of weird, because, like, that's different. I get it where they would come from. Like, yeah, you wanted to violate a child, and now you got kids those age, so it's like, uh-oh, but it's like, at the same time, it's your kid. Like, that's more than just being a pedo. That's incest as well. Like, it's a different, it's kind of different, but that's how it goes, though. They still put that worry up there. Oh, you're a danger to minors.
13-year-old. How would you feel?
I feel awful.
That's it? Just awful?
No.
I mean, you were pretty much down here tonight, 100 miles away from home, to do what you were going to do.
Why can I see your face, but the guy over there is blurry? Am I getting some astigmatism? However you say that word.
And damage this child's mind for the rest of her life. Sex, maybe sex to you, but to this child, 15, she's got to live with this for the rest of her life.
In Klein,
especially with Mr. Dad style over here. Ugh. Pocket hanging out. Nice New Balances. Slightly oversized polo. What a bad choice to lose it to. Jeez.
and actually does admit he was planning on staying the night.
I was going to leave tomorrow morning.
Where were you going to stay at?
She said I could stay there. She said that.
I thought Chris just said he admits he wasn't going to stay the night, but then he says he is staying the night. I guess I listened to Chris wrong, because his plan was to stay the night. The weird part is, though, is he was going to stay the night, but he didn't bring anything. So you're going to sleep over and then just leave the next day in the same clothes and stuff? And then what? I mean, I guess these weirdos always like to sleep naked. I was going to say, what are you going to sleep in? But probably naked. But then if he's married and has 3 kids, what the heck did he tell his wife and stuff? Did he pretend it's a business trip? Oh, I got a business trip I gotta go to. Oh, I'll be back tomorrow. Like, what?
House, it says it was a big house.
Where were you going to sleep at? Did y'all discuss any of those options there?
No.
And you brought 4 movies, and you arrived at 9:30 at night?
Yes.
You going to stay up all night?
See what I mean? So first off, when they say he brought 4 movies, what are they, regular movies, or did he bring, like, porn? Second off, again, what do you tell your wife? You're leaving at... He showed up at 9:30 at night, so was he dicking around all day to make a cover story that, oh, I got a business trip? Or did he leave at, like, 8 at night? Like, oh, yeah, I got somewhere I gotta be. I'll be back tomorrow. Like, what?
Watching movies?
Yeah. I mean, you know, if she wanted to watch all 4, we would have watched all 4.
Would you have done anything else if she wanted to do anything else?
Well, yeah, obviously I wanted to lick her nipples and her feet or whatever I said. One time one of these idiots needs to just come up straight up, like, honest like that. Like, they're already busted. Like, there's no point in leaving any details out. They gotta do it. It would just be funny. Like, it wouldn't be funny, but, you know, from, like, our perspective of entertainment, it'd be funny. Just some guy just being straight up with the cops. Oh, did you plan on doing anything else with her? Yeah, I wanted to lick her nipples and in between her legs and whatever else I said in the chat log. And it's just like, you know, because the cop almost wouldn't even be expecting it. You know, they expect these guys to always just edit their response and leave things out, and it would just be funny. All of a sudden, they get like that blasted at them, like, oh, kind of like that time with Cody Green when Chris says, "What did you mean by that? My thang?" And then Cody's like, my dick? Like, he's like, what the fuck do you think I mean? There's one option. That would be like the cops. They'd just kind of be stunned slightly, like, oh, wow, this guy's actually telling us.
It was talked about.
Klein says he had 2 glasses of wine before he started chatting online, and it clouded his judgment. But that doesn't explain...
Okay, first off, there they go again with the stupid-ass excuses. Oh, I had 2 glasses of wine, so it clouded my judgment when I started talking to this kid. First off, is wine really that strong? I don't drink, so I have no idea, but I don't think of wine as being strong. I mean, people always have wine with, like, their dinner. It's like the fancy thing to do, have a glass of wine. So is 2 glasses of wine really fucking you up like that? Or is he just a lightweight? I don't know. Second, though, how fast did things progress? I mean, you went from chatting online on wine, apparently, to having a few conversations, talking about your pepper steak, and then you met up with her. So, was this all within the course of an hour while you're still buzzed? Or, you know, did you start drunk and then you're like, oops, well, I already started talking to this person, I guess I'll just continue. Because then how do you explain that away? Okay, maybe you can use that excuse that, oh, I was a little buzzed and I was an idiot. But what happened when you sobered up? You still thought, man, this is a fine choice, whatever. Like, come on. And then, just like Chris is about to say, you still showed up. And you showed up for what I would assume is being sober. So, what's your excuse there?
Why he showed up the next day, apparently stone cold sober.
Exactly. See, apparently Stone Cold Sober. So next day, geez, these guys that move quickly, that's even more crazy. Like, I know a lot of people make fun of Lorne because he had a lot of conversations and stuff. You know, his chat log is super long, like, on paper. And I think it went for like a month that he was talking to Kyla. But at least on the other hand, like, he's actually getting to know this girl. He's talking to her, he's becoming close to her, they're getting to know each other, they're, you know, actually, like, building a bond. I'm not trying to say talking to a 13-year-old is okay, but I'm just saying at least in that situation, you know, I don't know, they're building a cordiality amongst one another. Where when these fuckers come out, like this guy, the next day, like you just met, and the next day you're like, okay, yeah, I'll come over and fuck you. Like, what in the hell? Damn, bro. Or like Kennelly, how he moved. Wasn't Kennelly in both situations like the same day? Like, god damn, bro, you just meet somebody like, hey, bro, let's go fuck right away. Like, what?
I was seriously considering not even coming down here, and I was just saying, you know, I just don't feel comfortable about this. I don't feel good about this. I just don't think it's a good idea.
You're right. It's not a good idea. And how do you not have anything better that you could have done? You have a wife, I think, right? And even if you don't, you still have 3 kids. Like, come on. Do something with them. Have fun with them. Not sexually. I mean, literal fun. Like, paint with them or take them to the park, or I don't know. I mean, they're kind of older. The park's maybe not a good choice. The oldest one's, 15? But I don't know. There's something you can do with them together. You don't gotta go fool around with some other kids sexually. Like, what in the hell? Though it's a bad choice. And I was really thinking about not coming. You shouldn't have, you idiot. Like, I never understand the lure for kids. I mean, I never understand half this stuff that these dumb guys do. Like, even OnlyFans, how these guys sign up on that and give these girls tons of money and they get all loaded just because, oh yeah, I can look at some videos and pictures of this girl naked online. Never understand that either, but geez, at least that is consenting adults, you know? But it's even weirder, like, how do you get the urge to come out and meet up with a kid? It's like, I don't get that. You know, how do you look at a kid and you're like, ooh, yeah. Or see them online like, ooh, that one said 13. I'm gonna go talk to that one, yeah. I don't get it. It's weird. And that's the thing Chris always says, I just want to understand. But you never do. You never can understand. You never get it, why they do what they do. I mean, I guess some of them say it's just a compulsion, but what kind of compulsion? Why is it there? How did the compulsion happen? How did you first know that you were, like, interested in kids? You know, what was the very first compulsion you had? And then what happened from there? Did you think about it all the time? Did you want to act on it? Is it just something that's always there and you can't ignore it? Have you ever tried to go to a doctor and see if there's any meds you can take to help? Like, stabilize your brain so you don't think that way anymore? Or, I don't know. Anyways, little Jimmy K here. I think that's about it for the video. It's got a few seconds left. Let's see what happens.
I go to jail and I'll be a registered sex offender for the rest of my life.
This fucking idiot. I think that laugh at the very end is an edit, but it sounds like he started to actually giggle, though. I'm gonna go to jail and be a registered sex offender for the rest of my life. Like, what the hell, bro? Are you seriously laughing about that? First off, that's not funny. That's something you should be taking very seriously. And second off, it's your reality now, so I guess you could laugh now because the irony.
All right, bye-bye.
Whoops. Oh, what the hell? I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Jim Klein still. Viz Jim. What? Anyways, I guess that's all I got. I might look into if there's any updates about him. I don't know. I never really hear anything about him. The TCAP community only cares about the pepper steak. I don't know about, how old would he be nowadays too? Man, he'd be like in his 60s, right? 2003, that's 20 years ago. Yeah, he'd be 63 now. Jeez. How old would his oldest be? 35? God damn. His oldest one would be my age now. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got. So, like I said in the beginning, unfortunately, I can't make part 2 of Glory Hole Jim because they have it behind a paywall, but I guess I can do these TCAP ones that are free still, so, yeah. I guess thanks for checking this out with me. And sorry about if you're actually a fan that's returning. Sorry about my super long delay. I'll try to work on tightening that up. I mean, geez, ideally my upload schedule will be once a week, but I don't know about that. But maybe at least once a month is better than once every 6 months. Anyways, that's all I got. So, yeah, until next time, I see ya.